Good morning. Hello. I've been reading the chat and checking out who's got sunny weather and who's got rainy weather. We do have a little sun. It isn't freezing, but it's cold enough that there was frost this morning. So yeah, it's definitely sweater weather. Good morning. Grab a cup and join me. Try and guess what coffee it is. Yes, it is time. Today is a big transition day. It's the end of the fall type brackets that we've been doing. We will have a winner today. Come heck or high water, right? Just say it, Chris, right? Come hell or high water, we will have a winner today. And I want to do that because I want to have new holiday brackets because I've been collecting some things up that I want to put in those brackets. And it's transition week because I already started the holiday vlogs. Linda, that's not fair. She knew I was gonna pick frosted gingerbread with the peppermint. Yeah, she did. She knew. So what are you gonna do? Are you already on there? Well, I don't know if that's fair. Yeah, Deb says you won. Okay, so um Rhonda is in the finals. Cindy Cantola is in the finals. We have Irene, Cindy King, Frida. We have Hope over here, Deb Murray, and Charlene. So no, you're not in. You are not in the You are not in the bracket. So okay, so I got to read this because this is important now. Just 1 second. Hello, Shara from the hospital. Don't go away yet. No, let me read that. We have a new baby girl, 7 pounds, 2 ounces, and 19.5 inches long. She was just born this morning at 2:04 a.m. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. I can't believe you are on the live telling us. Oh, you're something. To be young again and to have all that strength. Yes. Well, weren't you telling us that you were having a boy? And it's a girl. I might have been mistaken on that. She'll set me right. Don't worry. Okay, Linda. Linda has choice of spot number 3 or number. Oh, I only have 2 spots. Only have 2 spots left. I thought I had 3 spots left. Well, okay. Yeah, I guess we only have 2. Number 3 or number 20. Huh. Okay. Like I could have swore we had 3 left, but I guess we filled it in. All right. So we'll go ahead and. Did she tell us? Oh my. She didn't tell us. Oh, she said she was having a girl. Oh, okay. So yeah, brain fade. You know how I am. Too many things going on. Okay. Oh, okay. Last one was a boy. Yeah, I remember him. We are now 4 boys and 3 girls. So obviously you have to have another girl. Everybody votes that you, Chara, have to have another girl. And I know you You don't mind. Okay, so Linda, do you want number 3 or number 20? Yeah, 20. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this started. We're going to end up finishing the oh, you know what? I don't have a wheel. Okay, let me hang on a second. Hang on. We will do that in just 1 second. I have a wheel open for the make along. I don't want to change who's on there. So let's do that. Let's do the make along real quick. Find out who that is, and then I can put names on the brackets in the wheel like I have to. All right. Got tons of stuff going on. Okay, so it's the same winner. There's only 7 people doing this dress make along. So it ended up being Linda. So Linda wins a spot on the bracket board or something out of the basket, and she won the coffee. So you know what? You need to play the lottery. No, I'm just saying. Okay. Let's take the names off of the wheel, and we'll put Linda in the wheel, and then whoever she's up against. So we'll put number 20 in. And then, whoops, knocked something down. Of course I did. I rearranged this backdrop because I unplugged something from the wall. And yeah, so now it's all crazy. Okay, so we'll put Linda in, and Cindy King is who's going against you in the bracket. We'll get that first. And see what happens. All right, let's see. All right, Cindy King knocked you off. So we'll move Cindy up. That was short-lived. And you did actually win. So you could, in technical, she could take number 3 on the other side now. That's why I said let's do that first, because I would have normally did that first. Okay, this was not set up. Cheapers. Irene is going against Cindy over here. Let's finish this leg before we go on. All right. Okay, there we go. So this bracket is it is Irene. So Cindy is knocked off. And we'll put Irene here. And Irene goes up against Frida to finish that bracket spot. All right, so Frida. All right, here we go. Let's do that. Frida and Irene. It's Irene. Irene, you knocked everybody off to take over the 3rd place in the finals. Okay. So now, before we go any farther, Linda, do you want that spot number 3, or do you want something out of the basket? So I didn't start out with current events. However, we have a little sad news again. Cindy King lost her brother. Yes. She said in a post that she was talking about him on Veterans Day, and now she has lost him. And I'm so sorry, Cindy. Yeah. Okay, you're going to take number 3. Okay, let's do it. Put her name in number 3. Oof. Oh, dear. All right. Okay, you ready for the end of this? Because we're going to do it right now. This is going to be the end of this bracket. We are going to get a final, finish, done, all over. So Linda is going up against Deb Murray. That's so funny. To me, it's funny, but they're like, yeah, well. All right, let's go. All right. Let me see here. All right, Deb knocked you off, Linda. All right, Deb is going to move on. So Deb goes up against Charlene in the next set. So I'm going to put Charlene in. And spin it again. All right, here we go. I didn't expect this to go this way. I thought for sure we were going to be here all day with this, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, who wins on? Deb moves on. Deb moves on. Okay. Let's go. So that means the last spin before the finals is Deb against Hope. And this week, holiday week, I will be making up a new bracket board for the holidays. All right, here we go. We're going to have 2 brackets in this holiday one. We're not going to, so we have 16 spots for the holiday one. Who moves on will be Hope. Okay, Hope moves on. All right, well, nice run, Deb. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have 4 finalists now. Hope, Irene, Rhonda, and Cindy Cantola. Okay. All right, let's hang on a minute and take in where we are. We're going to do that. We're going to roll that off. I know you're waiting like, who's going to win? But I'm going to hang on just a minute because I do want to put all the 3 prizes up that they're going to be able to choose from. Okay. We're working on a dress make-along. I want to give row 1 now. We had a drawing for this random today. Linda was the winner of that. And when we so we did 3. That was loud. We did 3 rows last week, and it was the first 3 rows of the dress part. And who's Stephanie is here? Is it Stephanie, or is it the other Stephanie? Who is here? Okay, I can't see. Somebody tell me. Oh, it is! It's Stephanie! Hi, Steph! Hey, you know what? If you're dressed At the end of the show, I do 5 minutes of, yeah. So, I can never remember. Why can't I remember? I named it something. Creative Moments. Yes, and I've been doing 5 minutes, so you could wait and come on Creative Moments at the end of the show and say hi to everybody if you want. If you want, tell us what you're up to. We all miss you. Yes, we do. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, so what we did last week was we did rows 1 through 3 of the body of the dress. So I actually said it was 17, 18, 19. So we would continue on. But I want to rename them 1, 2, 3. And the reason why is because that way when I'm reading the pattern, I will be reading it as it says and not my made up numbers. Oh, she's at work. Okay. Well, maybe a different day. Yeah. Okay. Well, lovely to see you. Yes. Hi. Okay. So we're going to start with row number 4 then. Row number 4, it'll be like row 20. We're on our variegated color or our second color. And I'm going to give the directions for this row right now. So instead of using your crochet hook to follow, get a pen and paper and write this down. It's only 7 of you, so I realize it's not that many, but we are going to slip stitch or chain 1. Yes, so slip stitch into the first single crochet and then chain 1. So you should be 216 stitches on the last row that you did, which I also put in the comments of the live video last week. So you should have ended with 216 single crochets and then join with a slip stitch into the first and chain, or not, you're not going to chain 1 until after you have slip stitched into, oh wait, let me see now. Okay. Yes. So slip stitch to join, chain 1, and then single crochet. Hang on a minute. Let me think about this. All right, let me go back. Something doesn't sound right. Must have been sleeping or something. Yes, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch into the first single. That's just stupid. She's not doing a single crochet there, but you're supposed to. Yeah, so the first thing you're going to do after you join is chain 1 and do a single crochet right there in your first. Then you're going to chain 4. This is going to set up your repeat. So single crochet in the first, chain 4, skip 2, single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 3, single crochet in the next, chain 4, skip 2, single crochet in the next 3, and that's the repeat. So now I'm going to repeat it nice and slow. And as soon as the people that are doing it get it, let me know. Row number 4, chain 1, single crochet in the first. Now there's a series of 3 sets of chains. The first one is chain 4, skip 2. Whenever you chain 4, you're going to skip 2. Single crochet in the next. Chain 5, skip 3. Whenever you chain 5, you're going to skip 3. Single crochet in the next. Chain 4, skip 2, and then single crochet in the next 3. So that is your repeat. Anybody need it repeated? Okay, so after you chain 5, you will skip 3, single crochet in the next, chain 4, skip 2, single crochet in the next 3. So your section of repeats should look like 3 bumps. Your single crochet, a bump of 4, single crochet, a bump of 5, single crochet, a bump of 4, and then in between will be 3 single crochets. And you repeat it. You'll have a bump of 4, a bump of 5, and a bump of 4, and then 3 again. And when you come around, the last one will be the 2 single crochets that meet up with the first one. So then it'll add to 3 again. And that'll be it for that row. She's got it just about right. After the chain 4, you need one more skip of 2. And then that is it. Yeah. So far, I think you got it, Chera. Okay, so everybody write that down. I'm going to be giving 3 rows today. I think that's a good amount to do because we aren't all doing it. And I am on row 2 myself, so I'm not any farther really. I've just started into row 2. So if you see this section, I don't know how it's blown out or not, but this section has just this row, and it's all just chains. That's all it is chains and skips and single crochets. And then oh, okay. All right, yeah, but you can come back and read it. I mean, listen to it again. Row 2 will be coming up shortly. Okay, so where are we? We are going to do the final of the bracket while you guys figure out and ask questions on row 1. Now, that's just a setup row. You're going to do those chains and repeat that all the way around, and then you'll set yourself up for the clusters, which, again, this is an intermediate pattern. So any of you that need assistance, there we go. Okay, thank you, Linda. Any of you that need assistance, right there, Linda put up again. Chera put it up once. No, that's no problem. It's no problem. And Linda put it up again, and there it is. That is the repeat for row number 4 of the body. So we have in our final 4 of these skeins of mustard. This is really beautiful for the fall. These are cotton DK from Yarn Bee at Hobby Lobby. Screenshot it. Yep, that would work. And they are called mustard. They are a beautiful color. Number 3 has a little bit of the bumpies going on, as Crystal would say. Beautiful yarn. So this is in the final brackets. There are 4 people in the final, so they can check out what they can win. what else do I have in there? I have this beautiful Malabrigo yarn in the finals. That is these 3 skeins. They do include wool. They are worsted, and they are 100% wool. There is a blue, a dark purple, and a lighter. Very nice combination. Those are in the finals. And of course, you get to choose your stitch marker out of any of the stitch markers that I have available. So we will go over that if the person is here live. If the person that wins is not here live, they will still have a choice of whatever's left. And what's the third prize? Does everybody remember the third one? I'm having a little problem remembering. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Here is the third one. The third one also has a little bit of wool in it. It is 2 skeins of Wool Ease by by Lion Brand. Yep. And this is a 4, and it is the Fair Isle, and the colorway is, which one is this? This is the Sage and the Pink, right? 2 skeins of that. All right, so this is why I want to do this now and get this finished. So let's go ahead and see who our grand winner is. We're going to put Hope in here, right? And Hope and Irene. There's one winner this time, Rhonda H. and Cindy K. Cindy Cantola. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Who's got the drums today? Okay, let's see who the winner is. All right, ready? Here we go. Spin away. I'm excited. Oh, Rhonda. It's Rhonda. Congratulations, Rhonda. Now everybody needs to guess what Rhonda's going to pick. I don't know. We get to start a brand new bracket game this week. Yes. And so it'll be 16. It'll be 2 brackets, 1 on each side, and there'll be 1 winner. And we're going to show some of the prize. I already showed 1 prize, but I'll remind you what one of them is as soon as I find out if Rhonda's here this morning. If not, we'll wait and we'll have to talk to her later. Oh, she is here. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you're not disappointed with going with the mustard. She picked it because of the wool. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you're not disappointed. This is beautiful. It's 4 skeins. And so you have 235 yards in a skein. So how beautiful. Now, are you interested in stitch marker for Christmas or what? I don't want to go in and show all of your choices. We'll just focus in on a theme first, and then I'll go in and any Christmas stitch marker. Okay. All right. So I have brand new stitch markers. We finished them last night. I know, it's so exciting. And I have some in this tin that are mixed, but I've got to show you this one that Linda sent me. It was a card, and I didn't show it on the live because the bag was full of all different kinds of what are these? You make stitch markers out of them. And I didn't open that one. The card was so big, the bag was so big that one of them I didn't open. And I did last night, and I'm like, oh. So what I did was I put together, let's see if I could put them on a pencil or something. I put together 20 of these, and I saved a whole entire card for next year. So we'll have them again next year. Well, that means I'm going to be around for a minute, right? To do this over and over. Okay, so I think there are 5 colors of these available. Now, you don't have to take these. I just want to show you. Charms, yes, charms. All right, so these are holiday lights, holiday light bulbs. Can you see those? They are awesome. And I have 5 colors. So was one of those interesting to you? If not, I'll show you some more. But I did like 20 of these. And so the colors are blue, green, purple, yellow, and red. Aren't those cute? Yep. So those are available. We have quite a few. How about red? Okay. All right. We'll put one of those on there. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited about this. If you are a winner here on the show, anytime you do need to message me just to remind me your address. So don't make me look it up in a book that I have from 4 years ago. And that way I know that it's really you, depending on what you won. And it reminds me to say hi to you and things like that. Thank you, Rhonda, for doing all the things. Okay, so I put those away. Now, it is 32 at the half. So what I want to do is I want to, this is exciting because we're going to talk about the next bracket, and the winner of that bracket is one of the winner of the bracket game for the holiday brackets is going to get this beautiful handmade project bag. It is the Nutcracker, I believe they call this. I don't know if it is or not, but there is a Nutcracker on there. But there's other things. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's the Piper piping, the swans. Okay, so that's what it is. It's that. Yep. So this bag will be in the brackets, and we're going to put some yarn in here. Yep, we are. We'll put some stitch markers in here. We'll put some yarn as we progress. Holiday Vlogs has already started. If you haven't watched it yet, I have a playlist for it. I will not have a video every single day, but there'll be quite a few videos almost every single day. But once we start what we're going to start, then I will have a video more than likely every day. The 12 days of Christmas bag. That's what this is. Thank you, Beverly. Okay, so we'll be filling that bag with some stuff, and that'll be the bracket bag. Now, if you're doing the ornament swap, I have a second project bag for the winner of the ornament swap. So that'll be going on as we speak about Holiday Vlogs. So already got 4 packages for the ornament swap, and these look like ornaments. So I picked this bag to be the final in the ornament swap. So your name will get in there, and we're going to put some yarn in there too. I'm not going to announce those yet, but today is a big day of announcement because I'm gonna announce the make along for the holiday today. I had it all planned. I'm not gonna do it yet, Linda. So hang on. So I want, yeah. So we're gonna do that today. The show will go over just a hair, over an hour, not too long. But I know you're here for it, right? Yes. Okay. So let's talk about today's let's make a yarn deal. Right now we'll do that. Right? Okay. So what happens in that is Deb marks the chat and everybody can put in their favorite color and weight of yarn. And then I go around Christy's closet and try to match that up. And in today's draw will be your choice if you want one of these woolies, because it wasn't one. These are 20% wool, correct? Yep, I believe so. Let me check. It's 348 yards. And where does it say? Gosh darn it. I think it's 20%. Yes, it is. It is. So you can choose if you don't want to put your favorite in today, in your comments, you can put in the woolies in this beautiful sage and pink. Right? Yes. Yes. Cindy Cantola says, all right, I'll take a chance on that. And of course, you have your choice of any of the stitch markers that you have seen on the show. I have some that Victoria sent me, and I have all new ones. Okay. So this is fun today. I am having a blast. Wait till I show you what's coming up next. It's exciting. So, like I said, if you are interested in the ornament swap, just send me an ornament. The address is down below in the description box. And you're put in there an ornament and your address inside. So that way I have it, because there might be new people. And then we will definitely have some exciting Vlogmas all month long. So I don't know what deadline I'm going to pick, but I'm guessing somewhere around maybe the 10th of December, I'm going to start sending out the other ornaments. So I'm going to start matching them up before then. And then I'm not saying if you send in your ornament late that you won't get one, but you might not be in, like, I just don't know when to cut it off as far as I mean, I want everybody in the draw so I can hold off the draw for a long time. I just, once I start matching people up, then some of the ornaments are going to be gone and your name won't have been in the first wheel draws. That's what I mean to say. So you might not get, so first come, first serve as far as whose ornament you're going to get. Okay. 23 entries today. The fern color yarn from last week. So what the heck did I do with it? Do you know what I did with it? I don't know where it is right off the top of my head. Gosh. Oh my. Oh, what the heck did I do with that fern color? Remind me again what kind it was. Because when I walk around, I might be able to remember what I did with it. Usually I put it right in the next week. But I don't think I did that. Love her. Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, Adon's World won again this week. Oh my gosh. Way to go. Congratulations. Okay, so she would like a 4 variegated. All right, well, let's check out my closet and see what we can find. A 4 variegated. That means I could pick any color. Variegated. I have to make sure it's variegated. All right. Way to go. I put it away. Okay. Ugh. All right, hang on. Let me walk around, play some Van Halen for me, and we'll walk around and look for some variegated for Adon's World. Okay, I know her name. She gave it to me last week. All I have to do, you know what? All I have to do is flip this notebook over and look at last week's, right? It's Regina. Hello, Regina. Okay. All right. Cue the Van Halen. Love you, Dee. Variegated. Uh-huh. Well, let's look. We probably have a zillion things to choose from, but yeah. I'm looking like I want Christmas colors in my life. I don't know. It's just that way. Oh dear. I found something interesting here. We'll just go with it and see what happens. All right, let's do that. Let's go with it. I picked out something off of one of the racks here that is variegated. I think it is. All right. Come back over here. Now, I don't have a bracket board up right now. Yeah, Ravini's project bags are awesome. I have a couple. I have a big one that I was gifted, and I love them too. I love them just as much as I love Lori Gray's. I love her bags too. Oh yes, and Kim made bags for me too. I have some of them. I love them. I love them all. Um, so if you really wanted to trade your yarn up to a spot on the bracket board for the next holiday, then I will do that. You can do that. So before you say yes, let me show you what yarn I picked out. Okay, Granny D, I don't need any more enablers. Okay, so I picked out this color and this yarn for today's variegated 4 medium. So what this is it's called Colorscape, and it is a green and blue and gold marled like and variegated. It is super soft, and it is by Red Heart, and it's called Colorscape. Now this color is called Bangkok. I think it's a great combination of blues and greens and gold. There is 187 yards on these. There's a little halo. Yep, yep. And you can have this if you would like it, Regina. Oh, the Ravini bags. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. We had one on one of the brackets one time that Ravini made for our show. Yeah, so somebody, whoever won that, has one too. You like this color. All right. It's blue and green. Okay, so now let's decide what stitch marker you want. I do have 2 of these for you. All right, Regina. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take one of these pink sages and I'm going to put it right in the middle up here. It's going to go right down there in the middle of the basket. We're just, there's 4 bags of yarn in here, but there's now one right in the middle of the sage wool ease. So that way it's tempting. We have that there. Okay. I love it that Chera just had a baby at 2 a.m. and she's nursing and sitting here with her phone in the hospital on the show. Is that dedication? I mean, like, wow. She is a member here also. I love it. It makes me feel like we're so close. Yes. All right. Okay. Thanks, Ravini. Love you. All right. So let's go ahead and talk to Regina about her stitch markers. Do you want a holiday stitch marker? Do you want one of mine? Do you want to see some more new ones? Do you want one of Victoria's that you might have saw before? Did you give her name yet? Hi, how you doing, Annette? Nice to have you. I know the time change is probably what the problem is. Now we're even more. One of the new ones. Okay. Do you want? I do have. Let me see here. What am I letting? Okay, the candy ones were not. Okay, I will show it, but the candy ones we're not having on the show. It's more for the next one, but I'll show it. This is a new one of the new ones. We're not using that one today. And then I believe I'll save some for make along. Those are for the make along, and the make along will be announced in just a minute. We're going to do that. We're going to do row number 2, and then we're going to, after row number 2 of the dress, we're going to do a make along. So I have 3 of these. Colors are red, green, and white, which I'll show you. And yes, it's help of Mr. Creations, right? He's the one that helps me. These are Christmas balls. Those are red, green, and white. Those are new. The light bulbs, Christmas light bulbs, are, I showed them earlier. They are green, red, blue, yellow, and purple. And they look like this. Yeah. And they're 5 colors. Those are new. And then we have the cardinals. The cardinals are not available on the show right yet. But I did 4 of the cardinals. Those will be in Vlogmas. So look for them later. So those 3 that I showed you are not available. Okay. Let's go to the mixtures. We have Santas. Oh, we have 2 little dogs. Those are cute. We have Santas and stockings and trees, all of the things. All right, let's see if we can show some of these. So there's the dog. There's the snowflake. It's white. There is a stocking. There's a tree. There's some bells. Lots of choices. Let's see what else. Bigger stocking. Cute, cute, cute. Lacey says the needles at the ready's doing a crochet along too. There's a bell. Purple. Okay, she wants a purple light bulb. So I will show you them with the purple real quick so everybody sees. I'm going to give her one of those. It's light lavender light bulb. It's a Christmas light bulb. All right. Thank you. That was fun. Okay, get your pencils out for row number 2. We're going to do that now. I want to get 3 rows of this done today. And then we're going to announce the new make along too. So row number 2 today, it will be row number 5 on your make along. Now, first thing I want to say is there is a cluster in this. The cluster consists of 3 double crochets where you don't finish that last stitch and you leave that last one on and you double crochet 3 double crochets together. That is what the cluster consists of. The very first cluster they call the beginning cluster. And so that one is the one where we'll just start it out. So you will single or slip stitch to your last single crochet, the first single crochet that you started. And then you're going to slip stitch into your first chain 4. This is row number 4, right? Row number 5, I'm sorry, of your body. So slip stitch into your first chain 4 space, and we're going to do a beginning cluster. Okay, so your beginning cluster will be chain 3, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and then you should have 3 on your hook and yarn over and draw through all 3. And that is your double crochet, 3 double crochets clustered together. That is all the cluster is for the rest of the whole pattern. So does all the 7 people have that how you draw up a loop for 3 double crochets together and then finalize, draw through all 3? That'll be your cluster. Any problems with that cluster stitch, let me know now before I even go on. So the first thing you're going to do is that beginning cluster in 3 double crochets together is the cluster. So you're going to do that in the first chain 4 space. And your repeat is going to be the same amount of repeats over those 3 bumps, over those 3 chain 4, chain 5, and chain 4. That's where your repeat is going to be. It's going to be over the same. So your first one is going to have a 3 double crochet cluster in it. Then you're going to chain 3, jump over to your chain 5, and you're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, chain 5, and another 3 double crochet cluster. All of that in the chain 5. Then you'll chain 3 and do another 3 double crochet cluster in the next chain 4. And that's what it's going to look like. Here's a cluster. There's 2 clusters with a chain 5, and then there's another cluster. In between those, we're going to chain 1, single crochet in the middle, single crochet, and then chain 1, and that's your repeat. All you're going to do is do a cluster in your first chain 4 space, chain 3, do a cluster, chain 5, and a cluster in your chain 5 space, then chain 3, then do a cluster in your next chain 4 space, chain 1, single crochet in the middle, single crochet, and then chain 1, and that's your repeat. So if you wrote that down, please let me know now what questions, because I don't want to go on until you have that. And then we will count how many clusters, how many of these 3 sections we will have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of them. So you have 18 of these. So that's from the single, that's from the beginning and to the single crochet. That's your repeat right there. It's 4 clusters with chain 3 in between and a chain 5 in the biggest section. Any questions, Frida? You get that? Linda, do you get that? Joanne is not here, I don't believe. The girls that are doing the make along. I'm going to give you row 3 after we announce the next make along, because I'm excited about it. All right, so Cherry, you've missed some stuff in there. So you know that cannot be. You're supposed to have 3 double crochet togethers, chain 5, and 3 double crochet togethers, both of those in the chain 5. So you're going to do 2 clusters in the chain 5. Remember? Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So there it is. From there to there. Single, cluster, chain 3. Cluster, chain 5, cluster. Chain 3, cluster, chain 1, single. There you go. Okay. All right. And there's, I don't remember how many I said now. 18 of those sections. All right. So let's put that down again. Are you ready? Are you ready to talk about the holiday make-along? I know a couple of you asked me last week. I know Joanne was one of them. And I'm ready to announce it. So hang on a minute, Linda. Let's talk about the pattern and what you can do if you want to participate in the holiday make-along. I picked a paid-for pattern this year. You don't have to buy this pattern if you don't want to. You can just follow along with me on my Vlogmas. I'll be starting it this week, and I will be telling you what I'm doing. I am going to change the colors that are on the pattern, but the good news is we do have the link to this pattern, and today they have a sale. So I think I paid $3.99 for the pattern. It is called the Christmas Shells Afghan. Linda is going to link it below. This was it's a design by Catherine Eng, E-N-G. And yes, that's right, Chera. That's right. And her pattern is called the Christmas Shells Afghan. I think I said that. And she had said how many ounces of yarn that you would have needed for this pattern. It's white. I'm going to be using a pound of Stitch Studio by Nicole that I purchased from way back at AC Moore. I have 2 of these. They are 4 medium, worsted weight, just like the pattern calls for, and they are white. Now, obviously, you could do this blanket in any colors you want, but I'm going to do the traditional white. I'm just going to change my stripes, my striped colors. So there's the pattern, and the pattern is on sale. But if you also sign up for text, you can get a coupon. And how much was the pattern this morning, Linda, when you purchased it? So there is your Stitch Studio white that I'm using. It is just like Pound of Love. It is just like Caron Pounders or whatever. It's a worsted weight, so you can do that. It's calling for 29 ounces of a soft white color. So I'm going to be using that. I have not started the blanket yet. I was going to start it on Vlogmas. That's the whole intention of doing it and doing it together. I will be starting this week because I have a little bit of time off and I wanted to start the blanket during this holiday break. So the other colors that they told us we would need is green and red, and they want 10 ounces of each. Well, I found some red in my stash and I liked it, and I took it out and I set it aside, and I did not find enough green in 10 ounces of green. So I was halted and I said, what am I going to do? Right? She got an additional 40% off the pattern this morning by doing the text. And so she only paid $1.25 for the pattern. So that is awesome. All right. So if you want this pattern, you want to do it with me, that's wonderful. If you don't want to do this pattern, you can do any blanket pattern and post your progress into the post that I'm going to post later on this week for the holiday make along. If you don't want to do this blanket, you can do, as long as it's a big project like the blanket, you can do a different blanket, or you can do a tree skirt, whatever it is that you feel is a holiday make along. And it's, you know, or you can check with me, but I will allow other make along blankets to be made. But I know that a lot of you like to do stuff with me, so that's why I'm doing it. Okay, so what am I doing? Instead of 10 ounces of green and 10 ounces of red, I decided that I had these Stitch Studio colors and I needed to use them. So this one is a blue variegated from Stitch Studio by Nicole, and it is a sparkle. And I have this one, and I have this one, which is teal, right? You're not going to find, this is Arctic Blue and Lapis. You're not going to find these yarns anymore, I don't believe, but I want to use them. So I have these two. Then there's sparkle. And then I also have a green. Hang on, I got it wrapped around something. Goodness sakes. How did I do that? That was craziness. Okay. I have a green sparkle. This one has some used out of it. And this one was called Spruce. I want AZ Moore back too. And then I used some of this one, and I also have red. So between these four colors, I'm going to be doing my stripes. And this one's called Berry. So my stripes are not going to be just green stripes and red stripes, the way the pattern is. But what I noticed is that the pattern uses the white for the main color, and then it does a green and a red stripe, and then white again. I will read that section the way that it's written, but I will ad lib the way that I'm going to do it. And I think I'm going to spread it out. So there will only be a red in the first stripe, and then maybe a green in the next stripe, and then teal, and then blue. They won't have, the stripes won't have two colors in it. It'll only have one. So that way I have an idea that these skeins will last. Two of them I use some of, but this is plenty of yardage here. I should have enough. 495 meters, 541 yards in these. They are 10 ounces each. So if I have 10 of this and 10 of this, and I'm only going to use, yeah, I should have enough, right? I don't know how many stripes there's going to be, but I want to change the pattern up just enough to let me use these. And it's going to be colors. It'll just look like Christmas colors, right? Either way, but with sparkle. Who is excited about this make along? Anybody? I hope so. I don't need more on my plate, but come on. This is fun. And basically now you can start without me. You can start with your own yarn, your own colors, and your own time, because I have given you the pattern ahead of time. You don't have to start without me. You can wait. You can do whatever blanket you want. And as soon as I get that post up during the week sometime, you can put a random progress photo up. And then, yeah, so we're going to have stitch markers to win. I am going to use the ones I told you that I wasn't using today in this make along. So these are the ones I've chosen. The snowman, because you know I got to do it. The snowman and the candy peppermint is my, go-to type thing. And then the cardinal is a new addition, and that is the 3 that I want to definitely use for the make along. So there's your snowman. There is your cardinal. And here is a candy. And those are the 3 that I'll be focusing in on the make along drawings. But you don't need, if you don't want one of them, any of the other ones that you saw, definitely stand up and put your hand up and say, hey, I won something. Can I have one of those stitch markers that I saw 3 weeks ago and nobody's seen since? And if I have any left, absolutely, you can win that. So any questions about the holiday make along so far? Yeah. Yeah, I think that, this also is worsted. Any yarn will do. It's a blanket. You can make it whatever size you want. When we get started, I'll give you options of what size that you could do. And Linda was talking to me earlier about the fact that she really didn't want to do a big size blanket because she has some presents and things that she wants to make. So we were thinking maybe she could do this blanket in half of the size and use the colors for a baby and turn it into a baby blanket. And that is perfectly okay. Um, I don't have any problem with that. Yes, Bev. So I can't wait to see everybody's ideas because this will mix it all up. You're all going to be doing the same one or a different blanket or whatever. I'll miss AC Moore so much. Yes. Now that Joann's that they built over here is pretty cool, but it'll never be an AC Moore. Not to me. There was always something on sale and there was always a bin that you could dig through and there was just always something to see. I really liked it. And then, they had the middle aisle where they had all of the candles and all kinds of stuff, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm working on the same row you are. And I want to go ahead and give row 3 to everybody before we close up to this week's make along. So I want to do that. Any more questions? Yeah, that's fine. Same color or a variegated. Can you imagine? Just keep doing a variegated? Yeah. Yeah. Or you know what? A gradient. Like if you used the Red Heart Ombre, right? Where it just changes color on its own and you did the whole blanket that way. How would that look? That would look cool. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to talk about row number 6 now. All right, so at the end of row 5, we would have a cluster in the last chain 4 space, chain 1, skip the next single and single in the next, which is going to put your last single in the middle single bar, and then you're going to slip stitch to the top of your first cluster, and that will finish off row number 5. Row number 6, we're going to start out row number 6 with a slip stitch into the first chain 3 space. We're going to chain 1, and now for the repeat. We're going to do 3 single crochets in the chain 3 spaces. We're going to do 5 single crochets in the chain 5 spaces. And then you'll continue with 3 singles into the next chain 3 space. Then you're going to skip the chain 1, put a single in the single, and then skip the next chain 1. All right, so you're not going to put anything in any of your clusters. You're just going to skip right over your clusters. So you're going to slip stitch to the first chain 3. We're going to put 3 singles in the chain 3s, 5 singles in the chain 5s, and a single in the single between the clusters. Anybody have any questions on row number 6? We'll join with a slip stitch to the beginning chain 1. Your last stitch is going to be, let me see, skip next chain 1, repeat around. So your last single will be in the last single, and then slip stitch to join in the first chain 1. Okay, see, I haven't done this yet, so that's why. Does anybody have any questions on row number 3? I think in Vlogmas, I will show a close-up of my 3 rows that we did on the live today. I haven't finished them yet, but I will definitely do a close-up of this. That's all I have so far is that, but I will do it. It's turning out to be a cute little dress already. Like I said, it's mine's bigger than what the pattern is calling for, but you know what? I don't have a problem with it. I think it's fun just to do it and see what it comes out to be. And how fun is this? You know, one of the girls is going to grow into it here anytime now. Felicity's birthday is this week. Slip stitch to the chain 3 space, chain 1 and single crochet. No, that's not what I said. No, I said slip stitch to the chain 3 space, and then you're going to do chain 1 and 3 single crochets in the chain 3 space, 5 single crochets in the chain 5 space, 3 singles in the chain 3 space, and then skip over the chain 1 space and put a single in the single, and then skip over, put 3 singles in the chain 3 spaces, 5 singles in the chain 5 spaces, and then 1 single in the single. So that's all you that row's easy. That row is easy. All we're doing is defining our pattern. When we do that, when we put clusters like this, and then we separate the rows with singles, it defines those clusters and makes them stand out. Instead of having these loops, wimpy chains, we're going to define them. Yeah, so that's what that's all about. Any other questions on that row? Okay. Okay, I think I have bombarded you with enough information for one day. I already did a couple videos that are starting the week. So keep those ornaments coming. I'm ready. Let me hear it. Anybody want to come on the show and show something today? Here is the link, and you can come on. Okay, so 3 single crochets in the chain 3 space, skip to the 5, and single crochet 5 in the 5, skip and single crochet 3 in the 3. Yes, just don't forget that in between those clusters are a single crochet down at the bottom of each cluster. And you don't want to forget that single crochet. Okay, Chera? All right. So do you think it would work as a scrappy blanket using a different color? Absolutely. Absolutely. The wonderful thing about this pattern is you start it with a 6-inch for fringe and end it with 6-inch for fringe. So absolutely, use your scraps. Do it. Do it, Laura. Yep, absolutely. Go for it. Yep, I haven't started it yet, but that's a great idea. I will mention that on the videos when I talk about it. Anybody going to come on creative moments for 5 minutes and join in and show me what they're working on? Shout out their channel, whatever floats your boat, as long as it's yarn related. No chains, no chains. Single crochets, 3 in the 3s, 5 in the 5s, and 1 in the single at the bottom, and continue. No chains. Yes. Filling in the spaces. Yeah. Okay. Anybody? Linda, you got that? Frida, do you have that? Because Joanne's going to come on and watch this replay, I know, and she's going to be like, what are you doing? Julie Marchal, do you have that? All right. Okay. All right, Ravini. I will be excited to see you next week. Mm-hmm. I know that you said something about the turkey trot going on Marley Bird's channel. And I'm sure that if you would like to follow along, that she has a link already somewhere. I have done the turkey trot in the past. I think you get a part of your pattern every hour with that one. I can't remember. Might be every 3 hours. It just depends on what she decides. I know she does one for Super Bowl too. All right. Hey, don't forget, if you want to message me if you're stuck, I will definitely go video chat with you and get you unstuck. I have to catch up also, and we will do 3 rows next week of the dress. I will work on the cotton dress, and I will put up a new video for that. And then all my Vlogmas videos will be showing up periodically. All right, take care, everybody. Take a moment out of each day, be creative, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Yeah, I can say that because I already did the video. All right, take care. Bye for now.